Welcome back to the story time. Let's go ahead and jump right into the video. Where we last left off, the team was putting a plan into motion where they were going to scope out Luna before the Lunar Gala. However, there was a slight oversight on their part where they forgot Luna was a closed habitat and you needed certain clearance or permission to enter. But after some good rolls and some bullshit, we made our way through the gates without being arrested. After we finally docked, the guy and Joanna headed out to see exactly what security we would have to be dealing with during the Lunar Gala. After taking note of cameras, the guards, and a couple of other things here and there, they came face to face with the Lunar Gala's host, the aforementioned Ardent Tanner. Everyone introduced themselves, he said some scary things, and then was on his way. And that's where we'll pick up. The guy and Joanna were a little bit shaken up from their encounter with Ardent Tanner, for obvious reasons, so they wrapped up their reconnaissance mission and headed back to the ship. As I said before, we showed up about 2 or 3 days early for the Lunar Gala, and for the entirety of those days, we ran reconnaissance missions. We familiarized ourselves with the layout of Luna, learned the guards' schedules, and just generally familiarized ourselves with the security that they had in place. And after days of setup, it has finally come time for the Lunar Gala. Even with several days of planning and everything, the best plan that we could come up with was to attend the gala as usual, and if and when we see Dr. Pierre, just follow him out and snatch him up. Once again, easier said than done, since the last time we tried that plan, he got away. Regardless, we started to get ready for the gala. Joanna helped me with putting on my costume so that I could take on the persona of Jamarcia Snow. She dolled herself up as well and changed her appearance to fit more of the description that I gave of Joanna in the backstory stuff with Jamarcia Snow. The guy kind of just put on his helmet and was planning to wear it to the gala, and we were just gonna be like, yeah, he's my bodyguard, since that's what we went with for him. We also went with leaving our weapons behind, since it's a formal gala and more than likely they're not going to allow us to bring any weapons of any sort inside. So the only thing I ended up bringing with me was my cyber claws, since I can't really remove them, they're in my body, and the little experiment that I had with the injectors that I wasn't sure was going to work or not. I put those in my little hidden compartment, hoping that like my body signature would obscure it if they had any type of like metal detector or weapon detector things on site going through the gate. And with that, we headed out. They approached the gate, and as they expected, there was a line to check in. They were matching names to a list that they had with them, alongside walking through what appeared to be something that could detect if you had either something dangerous installed in your morph or just weapons in general. That was the piece of security that we couldn't figure out. We finally reached the front of the line, check in, my name's on the list, obviously, because I put it there. And we go to walk in, and I'm stopped. Mr. Snow, we're gonna ask you to stop right there. It appears you have some weird capsule in your chest, and why do you have cyber claws? You have a bodyguard. Well, he isn't always going to be here to save me, now is he? Jamarcia Snow also talks different from the kid. So I thought, under the unfortunate circumstances that I'm left without a bodyguard, I'd have some means of protecting myself. Well, that's fine and dandy, but we do have to deactivate them. We can't have you with weapons inside the gala. Also, what is the weird capsule thing in your chest? Weird capsule thing. Is that my experiment? I've been looking all over for that thing. If I'm being completely honest, I have no idea what it is. You don't know what the capsule thing in your chest is. For fuck's sake, man, I'm a scientist. Sometimes I just mix together shit and make concoctions, and shit gets made with them, and sometimes I just misplace them. The kid is obviously lying straight through his fucking teeth, and my DM had me roll a deception check. I passed. Well, that's well and good, but you not knowing what it is isn't going to help this any further, so we're going to have to confiscate it. You can pick it up once you leave the Lunar Gala. Fine, I don't really understand what all the fuss is about, but rules are rules. Also, we're going to have to deactivate your cyber claws so that you aren't tempted within the building. You're joking, right? As serious as a heart attack, I'm afraid. But what if some psychopath who's gotten past your amazing security has a weapon inside and, God forbid, something happens to my bodyguard? What am I supposed to do? Mr. Snow, I assure you, our security is tight as ever. Nobody has gotten a weapon under our noses. You will be fine. Now, for the safety of everybody inside and yourself, we need you to deactivate the cyber claws. Man, you guys are sure being anal this year. Fine. Slap on the restrictor things if you so need to. They end up putting on a pair of these little band things that go over my knuckles so that my claws can actually extend through, effectively deactivating them. Enjoy the gala, Mr. Snow. We make our way down and into the ballroom that the gala is held in. It's decorated beautifully, and they also called in fairly expensive catering, and there's just free all-you-can-eat food all around. And then I saw the sandwich plates. While the kid was busy with things, Joanna was mingling with a couple of people from the scientist community, and the guy was staying close since he is technically my bodyguard, but also mingling with a couple of people from the psychology community since he's fairly well versed in that, unbeknownst to us until then. Even with the guy's only disguise being the helmet he was wearing, since he decided not to go with skin flex this time, he wasn't really recognized, even though he was fairly famous for a meme. Apparently, this select crowd of people didn't really get into memes. Well, minus Dr. Pierre, because he sauntered up to the conversation, talking up one of the other psychologists, and notices the guy. Man, you're the last dude I thought I'd see here. Are you by yourself? Please tell me you didn't bring the others. I really don't feel like dealing with them. No, they're not here. They're off planet somewhere. They were busy with something that I really didn't need to be a part of, so I thought, why not come to the Lunar Gala? Man, that's fucking great to hear. Man, we need to do something. We need to, collaborate on a thing and get some good stuff done. Matter of fact, I have some business, right over there with another person here. You want to tag along? Sure, I don't see why not. I don't have much else that I'm doing right now. Cool. Come on, follow me. The guy walks off with Dr. Pierre, going to do whatever business he wanted him to tag along with, while me and Joanna try to stay out of sight since we have good disguises, but there's still a chance that he could figure out it's us. The guy informs us he'll keep us in the loop with whatever business is going on. He follows Dr. Pierre and notices he's walking straight to Ardent Tanner. Hey, what's up, Ardent Dent? I got that thing you said you wanted from me. Yes, you heard that right. He constantly calls him by the wrong name. I don't know why, but for some reason, Dr. Pierre cannot remember Ardent Tanner's name and calls him Ardent Dent, and Ardent Tanner doesn't really correct him. Dr. Pierre ends up catching him as he's coming off the stage from giving his introduction to the Lunar Gala and pretty much welcoming everybody. Hold on one second. Pulls this small device out of his pocket, and a small, barely visible field expands around the three of them, effectively protecting their conversation from wandering ears. And without skipping a beat, the second that the shield goes up, Ardent Tanner's eyes shoot straight to the guy. What the fuck are you doing here? Next episode will be out on Friday. As I said before, this arc, I guess you could call it, so I'm cutting it up, so stay tuned for the finale. If you're enjoying the content, go ahead and leave a like, maybe comment, maybe even subscribe, maybe even share it with your fellow gala attendees. I don't know. You beautiful people have a nice day. Bye!